How's it going, guys? Arcani The Clash Man here, taking you through the very first 8 by earthquake spell that I used in war. This was our last war, which we only lost by a few stars, but we had a few players who didn't do their attacks in time, but that's part of being in an easygoing clan. Really wanted to show you guys this attack because it is sort of becoming a little bit more popular as the earthquake spells got beefed up a little bit, and now too that they've made it so 4 earthquake spells will break any section of wall no matter how upgraded it is. It's making the earthquake spells a bit more viable. So I'm just going to run you through this attack. I ended up using 8 earthquake spells, 1 level 2 poison. And then for the troops, I decided to go pretty heavy with the witches there. 6 witches, 2 level 3 golems, and just some Gowipe troops to go in behind the rest of it. But the interesting thing about this raid was moving up to the top 5 attackers anyway. You really sort of have to find a way to guarantee you're going to at least get a 2-star, because shooting for a 3 can be pretty risky depending on the strategy you're going to go for. So I'd actually never attacked with 8 earthquake spells ever, not even in raiding. So this was just a bit of a shoot it and see kind of scenario. But I was pretty confident with this guy's layout that it was going to be quite possible, particularly from the north. The reason in which I selected this guy's base. He's obviously number 3, I'm number 4. But this particular base, as you can see, there's nothing really to suggest that he's packing large bombs in the north side of his base here. I mean, these 2 spots in here, they would be realistically where the large bombs would be. But by the time we get that close in, particularly with a lot of witches, the skeletons are going to clear those bombs out for us anyway. Provided the troops path properly, but the only other spots was just tucked in behind these 2 sections here, where the resources would take a while to punch through, and then the troops that would go through these blank areas there might hit some large bombs, but I was pretty confident that he wouldn't put them on the exterior of his walls like that, so we just gave it a go to hopefully can seal the 2-star and see how far we could get into his base. So I'll just run the replay through for you now. Turned out really well, but it was certainly an entertaining raid for me anyway, and the clan mates thought it was pretty cool. But 8 earthquake spells, I'd highly recommend you give it a try. Certainly give it a go in raiding, but for war, it's pretty much just an excuse to walk directly through to their town hall. The sections of wall up here, pretty vulnerable. So dropped a single archer down the bottom here. He's obviously packing some loons and a drag. So just wanted to drag them actually out of the base before I drop the poison spell. The reason being, I like to be able to pretty much annihilate the forces from up in the corner. You can drop the poison spell while the troops are still in the base, but it gives you a little bit less control and can consume a bit more time dragging them afterwards. So I just like to get them up there first. So we dropped the poison spell. Had to get the loons a little bit further in there, so 1 more archer. The interesting thing with this CC kill strategy too is to you drop a single giant which heads in towards the base after the loons have died, obviously. And what that does is the drag starts chasing that giant there, and the giant moves just fast enough that it's faster than a dragon, but the dragon then turns away from your attacking force. So by the time the dragon actually catches up to the giant, you've obviously got your archer queen here, a little whiz there, and some more troops which I'll deploy, but it kills the dragon without it actually being able to hit anything. So I've seen a lot of people grouping up wizards and archers and things and using their own dragons and so on and so forth to try and take out enemy CC dragons, but it's very inefficient. You can kill these without essentially losing any troops. So you'll watch this dragon die, and then the rest of the attack plays out pretty much as planned. So wide golems, more giants, just to sort of spread the offensive splash damage. CC Giants are popped, and then Wizards and Witches spread nice and evenly. So we want this sort of offensive line across the whole width of the base up the top. And the reason I've got the Wizards out here on the wide as well is to clear those structures, particularly these resources, this barracks here, and same on this side over here. You want those to drop before the rest of your troops sort of get to this section of the wall here, which means that they won't path around the outsides. If you're going to go for a 8 by Earthquake spell attack, you definitely want them to be pathing towards the destructed walls, partly because if they don't, you're basically going to struggle to get a single star, let alone a 2 or a 3. So clear those wide structures first, and you'll notice I also haven't dropped the earthquake spells yet. And the reason for that being is they do extra damage to things like Tesla coils, or hidden Teslas, which don't actually pop up until your troops get within the range. So I wait right till the last minute. So in the case that those hidden Teslas do pop up in this section above the town hall, I'm actually going to do damage to those Teslas too, which you wouldn't otherwise get if you drop the earthquake spells before you drop your troops. So a few little wall breaks just to get through the first section of the wall, which allows the golems and the giants to get through. And you'll see the Archer Queen there. She's central, which is nice. You also have the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King in defense who are coming out. They're going to die. And at this point, I mean, I have no spells left at all, but that is a direct path straight through to the town hall. So there's nothing really preventing, apart from those large bombs that just went off there as planned. There's nothing really preventing us getting to that town hall. So the Archer Queen's doing a nice little job on it there. Barbarian King's wailing on it. We still have the 2 golems up. And at this point, you know, it's an easy sort of 2-star, and now everything is just sort of extra damage. We want to try and get as close to 65-70% as possible. So the last few troops just getting through the last bit of the base there. Got a few skeletons on the outside here and one little witch, but pretty much gets down to the Archer Queen here. Just speed this up a bit on the 2 times. So pretty good attack all up. Troops did exactly what they were told, and Archer Queen gets finished up there, but 70%, 2 stars, attacking above my own level. But if you're pretty confident you can get a 2-star for your clan in the top 5 on your first attack, then definitely go for it, because it just prevents lower clan members having a crack at it later and possibly copping a defense or only 1 star. So I thought it was a pretty worth strategy to give a go. So yeah, by all means, take a look at the raid makeup, tailor it to the base that you're attacking, but 8 by earthquake spells, try and hit 2 different sections of wall, and it should give you a straight walk in to most bases. Very awesome, worthwhile strat. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Chuck us on subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Cheers. Arcani The Clash Man out. See ya.